Right, today was a mini video today, but my introduction to the video as I was recording what job I was doing got corrupted, and I didn't have any introduction. So I'm doing this introduction after the job's been done, because when I came to have a look at the videos, it was missing. So what was I doing? Well, I was doing the installation of a wing on the back of the car, and it was a Track Car Aero wing. It's like all the other wings that you can buy for minis, apart from it allows you to keep your original OEM Mini Cooper S spoiler, which fits underneath the wing. Now the GP2 wings and all the other wings that I had a look at meant they were so close you had to change this to a R52 one, and I really didn't want to do that because I really do like the wing on the back of the car. So the video is about me changing this, and what I had to do. I had a bit of help off Olly as well. He came around to give me a chuck, and at the end of the video as well I also I've got my new registration on. So I'm going to go get my keys, and I'm going to open the boot up, and I'm going to explain how you fit this, and how I fitted it. And there's some videos later of us drilling the holes in the tailgate, but what's missing is explaining the positioning of it. So I'm going to get the keys, and I'll lift the boot lid up and show you how it fits. So how do these spoilers fit, or wings, spoilers, or whatever you want to call them? They all fit the same way, which is in the tailgate you have to drill some holes either side. You put riv nuts into those holes, and shows you what a riv nut is in the video coming up, and then you can bolt on the side plates to fit. Now then, is it better over this? It's better over this side. The position of these is critical, because I wanted originally to have, let's have a look, this spoiler at the back of this spoiler, but after I spoke to the guys at Track Car Aero, they said you can do that, but it doesn't really, it's not really the design ethos of what we designed the spoiler for. The spoiler was been designed to sit above the original OEM spoiler. So the OEM spoiler still works because it's got air going through here, air going over the top of that, giving it some downlift, and then as air goes through here, goes into a negative pressure under here and creates a downforce, and also the air coming over the top creates a downforce as well. That's how they designed it. Don't know whether you saw that. Right, so the positioning of it, how I did mine, that bolt to there, so this insert here on the gas strut, if you look at the 6 o'clock position on there, from there to there, 116 millimeters, and then the positioning of the bolts from there to there is 80 mil centres, because I measured from the front of that hole to the front of that hole, it was 80. I measured from that fixing point to there at 115. That's the way I fitted it. After much pushing it up and down the tailgate, that's where I decided to fit it. Now because these holes are slotted, if I wanted to, I could push these base plates that way, giving me a bigger gap in between these two, but I didn't want to do that. As I said, that was the position that I liked. Okay, so how did I do that? How did I measure it? I basically put the end plate on. Oop, drop that. Got a Sharpie, mark the elongated holes. Decided where I wanted to have it fitted in there. So as I say, I've gone right over to the edge here, so I can slide it down and get it closer to there, and then measured from one hole to there, which is the same. So I just pull out a bit. So I measured from one hole there to the back of that, 6 o'clock. That was a starting point. 80mm further up, that was the starting point. Marked them when I put a Sharpie and elongated these holes. Marked them across. Started it off with a spring-loaded centre punch, and then started drilling. So I think that explains everything. What I did on the install video. Apart from as well, I did put some lanyard guard at the back of these, and also I put a lot of lanyard guard into the box section. When I shut the lid down on the minute, it's all sort of horrible on the outside of the car. I need to wash it. So when it was in the bottom position there, it was actually running out of the hole here. It's too bright. So I've managed to get lanyard guard all the way down there and all the way along this bottom seam as well. I did have quite a bad burr on this one when we drilled this one, so I had to try and get a file to file it down. I just couldn't get the deburring tool to take it out. I did make a little bit of a scratch there, so I'm having it painted, so it'll get fixed when I get painted. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's about it really for the intro video, and I'll go and finish off the editing now and put the video up on my YouTube channel. As I say, any questions, just drop them in the comments. Like and subscribe. You can like and subscribe. Subscribing is free, it doesn't cost you a penny. But I'm just documenting the road that I'm going with, getting this Mini into a position where I'm happy with it, power wise and handling. Yep, so alright then guys, let's get on with the video. So Olly's having a go now. So I've got a 3.2 mil bit, and then we've gone up to 4.5. Target we will be looking for is 7.5 mil with the last drill hole for the riv nuts to go in. Okay, now we're going to step it up again. It's actually quite soft metal this is, so we're going with a 5.5 mil now. And then we'll be going up to the 7.5 after this. Ready for the riv nut. We got the first one done before I got the camera on. That's it.
Have to get the hoover out.
Yeah, I hoovered it yesterday as well, you mucky pup. Look at the state of it. Okay, then in with the old deburrer. My deburr's knackered. So I loaded up the M6 onto the riv nut gun. Tried to put the riv nut into it and it wouldn't fit. It was actually an M5, so I got that bit wrong. Yeah, so let's go and get these put into the car. Basically, it's like a rivet gun. You screw your riv nut onto the end of that. You then open these up, push the riv nut in gun, and then push these together, and then that rivets that nut into the car. And then to get the tool out of the inside the rivet, you just undo this. You see that's moving. So I can't video it because Olly's going to hold the boot lid while I'm riveting it, and we'll see how we get on. All right, guys. I'll show you when the first one's done. And bingo, first riv nut in. So 3 to do. You might see something a little bit slimy on here. What that is, I've just put a bit of lanyard guard inside the hole. The boot lid is going for painting, obviously, because I'm having it contrast rift, I'm having the car painted. But this side I damaged it a little bit because there was a right piece of burr on there, so I had to get that burr off, and I actually slipped with the foil. So yep, let's get the other 3 done, and I'll be back after we've done these. So this is the riv nut gun. The riv nut with the jaws open spins on until it goes home there, and then the riv nut goes into the hole like that. Level, is that level on?
Yep. Yeah.
And then you squeeze the jaws together, and it's just like a normal rivet. It leaves it in there. Pull the nose of the tool out. Whilst turning this at the back, and there it is. 4 riv nuts done in about what? So I've just put the first plate on, and I've positioned it so it's at the highest point, or the lowest point from this, so you can't see. So I've positioned it so it's at the lowest point from this wing to this wing. So we're going to put the other plate on now. Olly's going to do it. It's quite easy. Bolt's going to the riv nut. Oh, and by the way, I have put a boatload of lanyard guard under that bracket, and inside the internal box section of that. And I've had it down so it runs all the way down here and all the way into the bottom. It's dribbled out at the bottom. But I will be doing that again. So there's no torque figure with this, so we're not doing it to we're not going to be doing it to elbow popping torque. It's just going to be until it stops and goes solid, and then I'm going to just get in touch with Track Car Aero again and just say what torque do I put on these, and if it says until your elbow goes pop as you tighten it, then that's what we'll do, I suppose. Or I'll probably get a torque figure of them. Snap, pull it out.
Can't even see where you scuffed it now.
I know it's there. And if I know it's there, it's got to be fixed.
Yeah.
Right. Time to shut the boot. And then have a look at the alignment. And I think if you look down through that hole, we might have to go up. We might have set it too low, Oliver.
Close.
We're close.
think you
So-
want to start at the highest point.
You are?
I think you want to start at the highest point and work your way down.
You reckon?
So you can fit it on and then just lower it down as a whole.
Okay, let's try that then. So we love our job so much, we're going to do it twice. See you in a minute. Right, it's done. There it is. I quite like that. That's exactly as I envisaged it on the car. Sitting just above the existing Cooper S spoiler. We haven't gone all the way up on the adjustment because of top speed. So I really like it. I really like it. I think it just sets it off quite nice, especially when the roof's been painted contrast roof black as well. The spoilers, the existing spoilers black. So yep, I really like that. Really like that. What's it like from the front? Yep. Cool. Thanks all.
Another job done well.
Another job done well.
It's done.
It's done. Well, it's done. Yeah. Well, another thing ticked off my list of things to do. Okay, guys. Oh, and there, yes, you haven't seen that yet, have you? My new registration was N66 RLG. Sold that to the guy who originally bought that registration because he contacted me because he saw the car on YouTube when he was touring Latvia or something like that, some weird place like that, and sent me a message and said, "Can I have my old number plate back?" I said, "Yeah, of course you can." And I was after a new one anyway, and this is the one that I wanted. And I was bidding against somebody while I was on holiday. The bidding started for it at £200, and I think I set myself a limit of 500. That soon got to £500, so I increased my limit then to £1,500, and he backed out at 800, I think. No, I paid 800, and he backed out like at 790. He wasn't prepared to go to £800. But I had my maximum bid, just if he was going to do the old, I'm coming in right at the last minute to get it. I had my bid up at £1,500 because I just did want I wanted the registration. That was it, full stop. So that's it. All in all, that cost me £1,083, including buyer's tax, VAT, and registration costs. So yep, that's up. It's on. It's done. It's got to come off again when as I said, when I want it painted, but it should be all done. Thanks, Jane, for making the right noise when I'm on my video. All right, guys. So I'll see you soon. See you later.